For the 12th time, the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria is hosting its annual public lecture, bringing together leadership from the clergy, government, and the intellectual community. In welcoming the spectrum of guests, the General Overseer of the Church, Reverend Sam Aboyeji, calls for the creation of platforms for intellectual discourse that will promote national transformation.
Beyond praying for Nigeria, we see it as part of our responsibility to create platforms for intellectual discourse and to provide godly counsel that can enrich governance, inspire development, and promote national transformation.
The chairman of the occasion and governor of Ogun State, Dakwa Abiodun, notes that leadership at all levels must be channeled towards breaking the cycle of poverty in Nigeria.
As leaders, whether in government, the church, or the private sector, we must collaborate to break this cycle. Poverty is not just an economic statistic. It is a human reality.
Renowned economist and speaker Dr. Doyin Salami underscores the need for a critical look at reforms and how they determine Nigeria's future.
We're at a juncture where probably the soft reforms have been done. It is now the more difficult reforms that we must face. And how we build a consensus around these reforms and the need for them, the imperative of their success, will determine where we go from here.
The panel session, which consists of experts, also dissects different aspects of the theme of this year's lecture. What's the theme?
We must commend the Foursquare Church for looking at not just only the spiritual, but the social dimensions of the church.
I think that when we begin to look at policy and this whole issue around how do we alleviate poverty, we need also to consider that.
If we're going to deal with the problem of poverty, we must also intentionally tackle what I call the poverty mindset.
For more than a decade, the Foursquare Gospel Church in Nigeria has held this annual public lecture series, and going by this year's theme, participants believe the application of suggestion here will reshape Nigeria's economic future and reduce poverty to the barest.